Today I thought I would share with you the Star 60 unit or Star 60 tool. This is Deb Tucker's newest tool she has on the market, Star 60. And she created this to bring her precision oversizing process into the world of 60-degree pieced units. So I think this is going to be kind of fun for you. I hope you enjoy it. So the tool has a lot of instructions. So your packaging is your instructions. And on the inside, you will see a chart. And that chart will tell you all the information that I'm going to go over with you today. The tool has, and I didn't bring my mat. Hold that thought. I have a better mat, so hopefully you guys can see things a little bit better. Okay. Now, so we're going to make a Star 60 unit, and what did I do with my units? So this is the Star 60 unit. This is the basic unit that you can make with this tool. There's other units you can make, half hexagons, whole hexagons, and companion triangles as well. But we're just going to focus on this today. Just a really short little video for you. So we're going to start out making our diamond strips, our diamond sections, okay? So in our instructions, it tells us that for a 4-inch finished unit, which is what I'm going to make here, and 4-inch finished means when everything is completed, when all your pressing is done and all your sewing is done, your quilt is finished, this unit from tip to tip will be 4 inches, okay? So you can decide what size you want to make these, but that's the finished size that you'll be looking for in your chart. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 inches today. So I'm going to take my ruler and my strip, and in the instructions it tells me to do a 2 3/4 inch strip for my diamonds. So I'm going to take my 2 3/4 inch strip, and I'm going to take any line on this tool and line it up with the top of the strip, because I need to start off with a good 60-degree angle. Okay, so I just lined it up there along the top, giving myself a little room, and I'm going to trim that off. Now also in the instructions, it tells me that I need to use the 5-inch diamond guidelines to cut my strips. So here is the 5-inch diamond guideline. Okay, there's lots and lots of lines on here that we'll go through a few of them. So we've got the 5-inch diamond guideline here. So I'm going to set that against the edge I just trimmed and the bottom edge. Okay, so it's going to line up right along the cut edge and along the bottom of the strip. And we're going to cut. And you would keep going in that fashion all the way down your strip. Now we need to cut our triangles that are going to go on each side. And in the instructions, it told me I needed a 3-inch strip. So I have my 3-inch strip. Again, I need to start with an angle. So I'm going to pick a line on there and give him a trim. Now, since this is a 3-inch strip, we're going to use the 3-inch mark that's on the ruler along the bottom of the strip. Line it up along the edge, and you will notice there is a little tip there. That tip will give us a blunt point when we're done cutting, and that's going to help us in our construction. So we'll just cut right across there. To make your second cut, just turn the tool and put the 3-inch line at the top of the strip, and the little tiny mark down here is now at the bottom. And cut. So now you have all your parts and pieces for your Star 60 unit. And what I like to do is stack these guys up like they're going to be sewn. And I'm also going to put my triangles on each side. And I know this is upside down for you guys, but hopefully you'll kind of get the idea. The blunt points will always be towards you. Okay? So when we go to put this together, you just need to be consistent. Either always start with the right or always start with the left. That's going to help in your pressing. So I always start with the right. And I'm going to lay my triangle on top of my diamond, and that little notch that we created sits right at that point. Okay, easy way to line things up. And when you sew, turn it over and sew with the diamond on top. Yes, it's going to hang over. This is our oversizing. So then you're going to sew a nice 1/4 inch right along there, and you'll end up with this unit right here. So we need to press it. The first press is going to be toward our diamond. Okay. So then I have my left side triangle. I'm going to do the same thing. Flip it over, line that notch with the edge, turn it over, and I'm going to sew my good 1/4 inch. When I have that done, I will have a unit that looks like this. At this point, you can trim this little triangle off. It has no purpose at this point anymore. And when we press, we're going to press towards the triangle. So here is our Star 60 unit. But it's not ready to go into a quilt yet. We have to trim. Everything that Deb Tucker does is oversized so that we can trim it down to a perfect size. Now at the beginning I said we were going to do a 4-inch finished Star 60 unit. So we're going to take our 4-inch diamond point guideline, and that tip is going to go right into the tip of our unit, and those lines are going to line up with the edge of your unit. Okay, they're going to line right up with your seams at that 4 inches. And we have excess to trim, which is a good thing. So then we'll just trim up and trim down. And now the point is now perfect. So if we want to put these into a project, we could do that. This guy is still oversized. So let me show you how we trim that down. Sometimes you'll want to trim it down now. Sometimes you'll want to wait and trim it down later, depending on the project you're doing, but I'll show you how it works. The back end of this tool has a flat edge trim line. It's a nice dashed line that goes clear to the 1/4 inch at the end of the tool. And we're going to set that, again, right on our seam lines. And we're going to make sure that the vertical line goes straight through the tip of your star. That way you know it's going to be perfectly straight. This line across here is going to give you exact 1/4 inch to the edge. Trim him off, and now your unit is perfectly sized, ready to go into any project. That wasn't too difficult, I don't think. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how this tool works. It's just one of the units that you can create. And because we've had such a lot of enthusiasm for this, I wanted to show you the quilt that I made with this. This is called Tulip Trails. And this quilt uses 3 star 60 units that get turned into a half hexagon, 3 more star 60 units that get sewn into a half hexagon, and then your setting pieces are half hexagons. Not a lot of pieces to this quilt, but there's a lot of good information that you can learn by creating this. This is a great beginner project. So we have decided to have a 3-day class on this project, Tulip Trails. It is going to be October 15, 16, and 17, and it's going to be at the Beach Country Retreat Center in Holton. And that's just 10 minutes down the road from the shop, really close. When I initially put this out in emails and so forth, I said it was a retreat. It is, but also consider it just a class. 3 full days, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You will have 3 full days of instruction, 3 full days of personal assistance from me, and I'm a certified instructor for Studio 180. So I am authorized to teach these projects to you and know how to teach them to you. So I hope you'll join us for that. Like I said, consider it a class. If you do not want to stay over, if you just want to come each day, work on your project and go home at night, fabulous. If you're from out of the area or you just need a 3-day retreat, you're welcome to stay. The retreat center does sleep 32 people, so there's plenty of room for sleeping. The center also has a very, very large open common area where we're going to sew. Plenty of room for us to do our social distancing. It's got a fully stocked kitchen, lots of good amenities at that place. Please call me if you have any questions. I'd be happy to discuss it with you, let you know the cost and all that. But it's going to be a fun 3-day class. You'll learn everything there is to know about this tool. And I hope you'll join us. It's going to be fun. Till next week, have a great day.